Hey everyone. Today's card is an adorable anniversary card using this chicken die set from Coco Studios and this beach scene builder die set from My Favorite Things. And I love both of these sets so much. Now, because there were many pieces in these die sets, I did already cut them out off camera. So I've got all the little pieces of the chickens, all the little pieces of the beach, and I'm just going ahead with some pens and adding some lines just for some detail and dimension on the palm tree and on the shells. And then I'm coming in with some Distress Oxide ink. I believe it is the Ground Espresso. And I'm just inking up the edges of the tree and the coconuts and the shells. It just adds a little bit more depth to them. And then I've brought in the Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide ink, and I am doing the front of the card base because I want some sky blue on there. And then I'm just taking my tape runner and adhering the beach scene stuff, the water and the beach, the sand. Now I'm attaching my palm tree together so that I can put it there for visual placement, and then I start working on these adorable chickens. I love these so much. They're so cute. Chickens in their bathing suits. So these dies from Coco Studio, if you're interested in them at all, I do have a code in the description for 25% off. No pressure, but they are adorable. I love them. So I had to cut a little bit of the wing just so that the bikini bottoms would fit underneath the wing. And then I attached the whole bikini and the swimming trunks, and then there's a little tiny bow that goes on the, the drawstring of the swimming trunks, and then adding all the little details onto their faces and heads and even their little sunglasses that they have. So cute. And I'm using my Bearly Art glue with its really fine precision tip, which is great for these tiny, tiny pieces. So it does take some time. Like I said, there are many little tiny pieces with these chickens, so it does take time to put them all together. But if you have somebody who loves chickens in your life that you want to send a card to, I believe this is well worth it. So now I'm going to glue the palm tree in place. And then I think the only thing I have to add on to the chickens now is the legs. So I've got a leg on, getting another leg on, and then I kind of have to play with it and see what height to put them at so it doesn't look weird. But once I get those on, then I can attach the chickens onto the card base. Look at how cute they look. So I'm just going to glue the chickens down, and then you saw I placed the coconuts on the palm tree, so now I'm just gluing them down. And I know this should probably be a little bit under the leaves or the palm fronds, whatever, but this way they're visible. So I'm just adding a little bit more dimension on a couple of the shells, and then I will adhere those onto the little edge of the beach there. And there are some little cloud dies in that beach scene builder, so I'm just adding 2 of those onto the card base. And then on the inside, I'm stamping my sentiment. This is actually an anniversary card for my aunt and uncle. So I've stamped a happy anniversary inside. And here is this adorable finished card. Look at these little vacationing chickens. Great for an anniversary card. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.